Hi, Town Councilor Jesse Gordon with my nephew Alex. We are going to show today about Pasture Road, which is a path from High Street in North Randolph to the Donovan School. We have another video about Meadow Road, which is the Donovan School. Okay, want to stop sharing? Want to share? No, not that. Do the share and bring up the map. How do you share?
Enjoy.
So bring up this map.
Enjoy.
Oh, I haven't joined.
Wait.
It's okay. Hi. So here's our map. Let's go to the share. Can you share? And this map is the, we're going to go
It's
from,
not shared.
can you share it?
Just go here. Then go here. Then go here.
There we go. And this map here, we're going to go from point A, which is on High Street, to point M at the Donovan School, and with a little photo essay along the way. You ready, Alex? Let's start at point A. This is the entry point on High Street. It is at the baseball field. To get in, you walk between the two baseball fields. It's actually two. That point there between the two baseball fields is the path, which goes back into the woods at off of High Street into what I call the horse path. There's actually horses on there quite often, and we'll go to point B now. So point B is actually on Hill Street also. That's the vehicle entrance. You can walk in there if you like, but if you walk in, you can't park here because this is for the DCR vehicles to go in to do their maintenance. That in the background there, you can see the baseball field. And we're going to go down to point C now, which is one more entrance. Let's go to point C. And this is across the street from Soren Street. This is actually the Pasture Road entrance. You can see the stone there that actually says Pasture Road imprinted on the stone. And that's the official pedestrian entrance. We don't recommend going in there. You certainly can if you want. You can't park here. But you certainly can park at point A at the baseball fields, which is why we're going to put our big welcome sign there. On to point D. This is now behind the ball field. The bicycle is on a horse trail that goes right to Harmony Hill in the distance. That fence that you see to the right of the bicycle is one of the baseball fields. That's the back baseball field. These baseball fields were used by the Randolph Little League, but that ended during the pandemic. Maybe it'll come back. These are leased from the Blue Hills State Park, which is what all this land is. Next, on to point E. So this is the horse trail behind the ballparks. There are horses there.
Reset.
Thank you.
How's that there?
There are horses on the trail. They come from Harmony Hill, and they come from the other side in Canton as well. Here, if you go straight between those horses, that's the recommended foot trail. Horses can't go there, and bicycles can't go there because it's too steep. But if you're walking, you can go straight down the hill and up the hill in order to take a little shortcut. At point F, this is not taking the shortcut because I went on bicycle. This is the intersection with the official entrance to Pasture Road. And to the left here is back to the ball fields. The horse trail turns to the right at this path. So we're going to continue straight along Pasture Road. Let's go to point G. Here's point G. This is there are trail markers on the trees. You can actually see the trail marker here called 5424. If you look at the Blue Hills map made by the State Parks Commission, it has all the trail markers marked on the map. You can see it if you zoom in. Let's go back so people can see the whole picture. That's the trail, which is the Pasture Road. This is where the hilly shortcut, which is to the left of the bicycle, where you can walk, meets with Pasture Road. That's called point G on the big map. Now we're at point H on the big map. This is trail marker on the trees, 5423. You can see that on the tree on the right. The tree on the left, There's a little brook that crosses Pasture Road here. You can see that the bicycle is in some water there. Yes, your feet might get wet here. This is the wettest spot that they'll be, which means if it has rained recently or if it's, the rainy season in the spring, it's going to get pretty wet. Most of the other parts of this, you will stay dry, but at this point, it's a little bit wet. This is point I on the big map. It's called the pipeline. That's because there's a pipe under the ground. You can see it's very straight and smooth. That's to the left of the bicycle. This point here is the pipeline itself along this trail. You're free to walk there. The horses like it. I guess bicycles like it. I biked on there. It is not as nice as the other trail for hiking, so you might want to follow the road around that. You can certainly walk around that. Okay, at point J, which is where the pipeline comes in and where Pasture Road comes in, this is the east side of the horse bridge. You can see a little bit of pavement there, and that where the bicycle is pointing is the continuation of the pipeline, which goes straight to Route 24. And to the left of the bicycle is the horse bridge along that little bit of pavement there. Let's go on to point K. This is where Pasture Road meets Meadow Road. Meadow Road goes to the Donovan School. We have another video about that. And Pasture Road is where we came from on High Street. This is the meeting point of the two. It has a trail marker 5414. And behind the bicycle is where the horse bridge is. I'm pointing away from the horse bridge, in other words. And let's go on to point L. Now we've taken, instead of going over the horse bridge here, we've gone on towards the Donovan School, past the rear entry of Harmony Hill. That's the horse park. If you want to see over the bridge, you can see our other video starting at the Donovan School. We're going to end at the Donovan School on the next slide. Let's go on to point M. The Donovan School is an active school, of course, during the week, which is why we don't recommend parking there during the week. And this is where you can get into the Donovan School parking lot through those two rocks. The point of view here is from the Donovan School parking lot looking into the Blue Hills. Those two rocks mark the border. This is where the welcome sign will go. If you're driving past the Donovan School, you can see point N. This is the Reed Street entrance. You can actually see the trail marker there, and this is where DCR vehicles go in. You can't park there. You can see the Donovan School off to the right. That's it. Let's end the recording. Can you stop sharing? And we'll say goodbye. I'll turn my camera back on. You can see all of these videos at